been 24 hours, or at least one day, and here we go. He made a nest, so got one nest there. He didn't even bother to use the styrofoam cup. He went that way. There's another one. He also didn't bother to use the styrofoam cup. He's got his nest over there. And this one, nice and clear, he actually did use the styrofoam cup. So he's got his nest right there. So all three have nests. One used the styrofoam cup and the other two didn't. So we'll try the next phase now. There goes one pair under the nest, breeding. Now let's see if I get to catch them in an embrace. Oh.
This is unprecedented. Your Honor, Ohio has no standing in this matter. It's a county court proceeding. We see this.
And over here, let's see. Goes the other pair also under the nest. Let's see if we get anything going on there. And unfortunately, this pair, there's the male, there's the female. The nest kinda has gone away. Smaller than it was yesterday. They pretty much have absolutely zero interest in each other. So we'll reset this one, or maybe put a different pair in, or try this pair again, but either way it's back to the drawing board for these guys. Right there. And right there. So we should have two spawnings out of this group. Trying to get this done while being attacked by a madman and his crazy horse. What's the matter? Oh! All right. I really can't see, Thor. I really can't see. Can you? Can you stop? I'm trying to record a fish and I can't. Okay. Oh God. Ah, come on, stop! Don't lick me in my face. All right. All right, stop. Oh God. Whew. All right. What's going on? Well, let's see if we can see some of the babies now. Okay, without this dog, jumping on me. Okay, so this is the gold. And yep, right there. I don't know if you can see, but in the bubbles. Shh, okay, Dean, I got it. You got it. Shh. Dora, stop it. Let's see. Alright. Let's see, you see a bunch of them. There's there, and in this middle area here. Yes, he's eating the chips because you dropped them. Pick him up. Go, get out. Alright, if you look in the bubble nest, you just see the little things moving around. Those are some of the babies. And that's the gold male. That's his babies. Okay. There goes the Nemo male. Let's see if we're able to see his. I checked them earlier, there was like 1,000 of them all over. Well, not actually 1,000, but you know what I mean. see. Alright, well, trust me, they're in there. They're a little hard to see right now. Maybe if I get a better shot, or I'll put the dog away. Actually, you might be able to see them right there. See those little black dots on the plant? Those are fry. Alright, now thanks for getting in the shot now. See? Alright, so those little black dots underneath those plants, those also fry. Okay. Oh, hi. Here he goes. Okay. So today was the first day I did an actual feeding for the babies. Just threw in some vinegar eels. I also put in a small amount of water worms because that's all I had right now. It's going to be another day before the water worms are really ready to go. And just a small feeding of baby newly hatched brine shrimp. Brine shrimp was set up yesterday, so today would be the first day that they hatch. So they're, 24 hours old around. So these are just newly hatched brine shrimp, some vinegar eels, some water worms, and of course I've also put in a few drops of green water this morning, and I did a few drops of green water yesterday, but I don't count the green water as actual feedings because I'm always able to keep green water in here without actually messing up the water. They're so small that they're so hard to see. The weird thing is I'm actually able to see them better without the camera. Let's see if I could zoom in on where some of them are. You can see all the ones in the back are by the heater wire, but I'm actually trying to catch the ones here in the front, but they're not coming out on the video. At least I can't see them right now. Let's see. There, I don't know, that's a better angle, but got some babies there. Okay, and let's see what they look like on this side. And those are the other ones I just showed you are actually easier to see than these. These, I think, these came out right now as offspring. They're white, so they're so hard to see. There's kind of one hanging over there, moving around, but these guys are so hard to see. Let's see. See if you can catch that one right there. Let's see. That's actually the baby brine shrimp moving around. Oh, here goes one right there. Come on. Come on. There's one there you go. I think you can see that one, but that's one right there. And just so you can get an idea of what the beta fry gonna look like, that's the dad right there. And this is the dad to the other spawning. Okay. So that's the dad to one spawning. There's the dad to the other spawning. And these are actually, this is one of his sons. And this is another one of his sons. And these are his boys from a previous spawning. This is from my August spawning. So essentially, this is one of the brothers to some of the fry that I have down there. So right here, this is these are my vinegar eels, and this is my apple cider vinegar setup, obviously. So the vinegar eels, and so I didn't show this before I did it, but I'm gonna do it again because I'm gonna take this one out and use a different one to kind of let this one rest and regenerate, because I've been using this one for the last day and a half, I guess. And so what it is that's the mixture where the eels are. That is the floss or the filter media that you can use. And I stick that down in there and pour fresh water on the top layer, and it kind of divides. So it divides the vinegar mixture with regular fresh water on the top. And so what happens is they swim through and go up to the floss and get to that part right there, and you can see, you can just see them all moving around. Every time I get too close, there you go. See all them moving around up there? That's them. And see the discoloration, how it's cloudy? It's actually clear water that went in. It's cloudy because it's just full of the worm or the creatures. They call them vinegar eels, but they're not really eels or anything like that. But anyway, these are real small. I'm gonna reset it, so I'll show you how I do that on the next one, but just to explain what it is. And because now you're able to do that, you can come in here with this and just get and you can pour that in. When I reset it, I'll show you again, and you'll see how clear the water goes in before it turns that color. But I'll use a different container I have, so I can let this one kind of recoup, like I said. All right, so I took that filter floss out, and yes, yeah, this is not it, but this is like what I'm talking about here. I'll show you what it looks like now in a second. But anyway, I removed it from here. I'm gonna pour this back. This was the main culture, or one of the main cultures that I have set up, where I got this portion from. So I'm going to pour it back in here and let it regenerate. And then later on, or tomorrow possibly, I will use, actually it'll be later on, yeah. I'll get that one, that's another culture I have, and I'll use that for this portion here. So that's how we'll do that one. And so that this one could recover. Alright?